NewsRme. 2 cops receive sanctions for breaching George Floyd's rights. The final 2 former Minneapolis police officers to be convicted for violating George Floyd's civil rights will hear their sentences Wednesday. This may put in motion plea agreement negotiations in state court over a homicide that caused a reckoning on racial injustice. In February, J. Alexander Kueng and Tou Thao were found guilty of killing Floyd in 2020 and breaking 2 of his civil rights. The jury determined that Derek Chauvin knelt on Floyd's neck for 9.5 minutes as Floyd gasped for oxygen. Floyd's back was held by Kueng, Floyd's feet were held by a former police officer named Thomas Lane, and Thao held back onlookers. Some of the onlookers were filming, which led to protests all over the world. Chauvin was imprisoned to 21 years in federal prison last year for violating Floyd's and a teenager's civil rights. Lane, who repeatedly questioned whether Floyd should be put onto his side to breathe, was convicted and sentenced to 2.5 years. Prosecutors have not recommended Kueng and Thao's punishment, although they want less than Chauvin and more than Lane. Thao's lawyer wants 2 years. Kueng's is sealed. U.S. District Judge Paul Magnuson announced findings last week that may reduce Kueng and Thao's jail term. The guys will go into their hearing on Wednesday with a proposed range of 4.25 years to 5.25 years due to the decisions, notably one that cross-references their acts with involuntary manslaughter instead of murder. They could have gotten life.